I was thinking I kind of want to do like a mini series where every day for however long it takes, I try like new makeup application methods or something, just trying to figure out what works best for me, because truthfully we kind of get stuck in our ways and how we apply makeup, you know, what we used to apply it with. I'm really trying to give this Maybelline skin tint a try because I feel like I just didn't love it in the last video. So I'm gonna use a sponge today and see how that goes. But anyways, I just don't want to be that girl that ends up, you know, not letting go of her blue eyeshadow and frosted lipstick. And I don't care how many of y'all are gonna try and change my mind about the ballerina shoes. I just know ballerina shoes lipstick needs to stay with our grandmas, okay? Let them have it. Stop selling it out. Let them have it. But anyways, I'm 30 years old. I'm a newish mom. I have an 8-month-old. And I really just want to find a good routine. I go back to work in a week. I'm also a teacher. That I really love and feel like looks good. Because I feel like it's been a long time since I've been really happy with my makeup. I'm still going to use the same products for the most part. I'm just taking mental notes of like things I noticed in that video where I did Leah Raquel's base makeup. And things I just need to change to suit me. So we're still going in with the under eye brightener. And I've been saving a lot of makeup videos that I like where they did something just that I usually don't do, either in a different order or, like I said earlier, a different application method. I think a lot of makeup comes down to those two things more than it does to product. Product is important, but I'm not gonna buy any more product for this series. I really just want to use what I have. I'm just gonna let that, you know, sit in and marinate so I can get some coverage from it. So one thing I'm gonna skip today that I did in the last video was the powdered bronzer. I felt like it looked really good until I added that. And I don't even think the bronzer's not my shade. I just think with me being so fair right now, with it being the dead of winter, that's just not something I need. I don't need the extra color. I think this is plenty. And I will say, I think I've just gotta lean into, I am a more natural girl, and I do think part of that comes from being a redhead. I feel like, maybe unpopular opinion, that we look crazy. When I say we, I mean the redheads, that we look crazy in full glam. At least for an everyday basis. I can get behind like, what's it called? Like special occasions. But on a daily basis, I just feel like I look like I'm just doing way too much. Like I don't even like it. I don't like the way it feels. It's too much. I don't think I'm going to put a powdered blush over this. I feel like I'm getting close to boycotting powdered blushes altogether. I just don't like the way they sit on my skin. Like, you can't tell me this doesn't look better than my last video. I think I just applied too much. Maybe too much is not the more the merrier. Maybe that is just not the way to go for me. Is it because I have red hair? I don't know. Another thing I did differently, because one of my complaints with the Maybelline tint was that it was kind of drying. So I started off, instead of using the grippy primer, I used the Dewy setting spray, kind of at least hoping to add some moisture back in. I think that helped. And I don't think I'm gonna use the powder foundation, but I am gonna do something with that tomorrow to try that out. The lip liner I used in that video was the Maybelline Lifter Liner and On It, and I do feel like that's too dark for me, so I'm going back to, ooh, she is dull. I'm going back to Line Leader. I think this is just better suited, and I've got a half mind to go back to my NYX lip pencils, only because of the colors I really liked. I used Peekaboo Neutral, Natural, and then there was one more, and if I can remember it, I'll like write in the comments or something. One thing I've started doing this year is just outlining and then filling in the like corners. So I'm not filling in right here, and it just gives it more dimension. And I do think pink looks better on me than maybe the tan nude. So I'm gonna go back to that. I'll be honest, I don't really feel like filling in my eyebrows today, so I think we're just gonna top it off with mascara and no liner, and let's see how that is, because I do have downturn eyes, so I feel like a little reliant on my wing liner to kind of lift things up, but who knows, maybe I shouldn't be wearing liner, because I feel like a lot of people don't wear liner anymore. And for the people that pop off in comments, not on my post but other people's, of like, people can do whatever they want or just do you or whatever, it's like, we are doing us, okay? We're just talking here, we're just talking, it's light chit chat. It's not so serious. People can do whatever they want, I can do whatever I want. I'm just sharing my thoughts, because as much as we want to say, you know, you can wear whatever you want, you can do whatever kind of makeup, you absolutely can, but let me tell you, if you aren't up to date with the trends, you will look dated. And I would like to believe that a lot of people don't assume I'm 30 is because I try to stay on top of the trends if possible. It also helps teaching high school because you see the trends right before your eyes. Still think no bottom mascara is kind of the way to go for at least me, because if I'm not going to do a wing, it still lifts my eye shape up just doing my upper lashes, but as soon as I put mascara on the bottom, I might as well have not even tried to alter my eye shape, because it's going to bring it back down. So this is it for day one of this little mini series while I'm trying to figure out what looks best on me at this age and this season of winter. But I definitely feel like we're on the right track. We kind of lightened things up and we used a little bit less product. So tomorrow I want to try just concealer and that powder foundation and see how that base compares to this one.